Hello everybody, this is LadyPolar and I might be bringing you my last DCUO video for a while. This game's gone through some changes in the last little bit and I really don't approve of them, and I'm going to go over a few and tell you why I'm going to take a break from the game and maybe even quit. But yeah, first I'm going to start off with artifacts. Artifacts were great when they first came out, or everybody thought they were great. But if you ask me, I like the traditional gear mod system, and I'll give you a few examples why. For the gear mods, you basically needed old exobytes, which were red, yellow, and blue, and a few colors where they fused them and whatnot. And you needed complex and simple material. Now, complex and simple material were fairly easy to get and fairly cheap on the broker. So this made making mods not too hard and could really boost you up and give you that extra oomph. Now they've replaced the gear mod system with artifacts, and artifacts are a cool idea, but the way they integrated the leveling of them really holds the game back, I find. Artifacts have a lot of cool effects and whatnot, but you upgrade them with XP, exobyte XP, I believe. Maybe it's nymph metal, but both of these are on a timer, so you can get them from any enemy you want, but it's on I believe a 15-minute timer that enemies will drop it. So if I wanted to go farm simple material or exobytes, I was able to take that time and boost my character up. If I want to take my time and get XP for my artifacts, it's literally on a timer, so I can't farm that and be as powerful as I want to be, which is really frustrating for me. But that's not where it gets me the most. What gets me the most is that you can also buy this XP with real life money. And that just nearly ruined the game in itself for me, because at this point in time, artifacts are more powerful, or more useful than your special points. And I want to say they're on par or even more powerful than your CR at the moment, because you can be 10-20 levels under your CR, and if you have good enough artifacts, I'd say you still keep up with people at this point in the game. And I, not too long ago, I bought some artifacts XP, and right after I did, I felt so bad about it, I literally turned the game off for like a week. So it was not good. But yeah, so it just in a sense makes the game a lot more pay to win, because I could play the game and get XP every so often from the time drops, right? Or I could just put in $100 and max out my artifacts, and then a month later they could come out with new artifacts, and I may have to put in another $100 just to be quote-unquote one of the strongest in the game, which I was doing that before without putting like a lot of money into the game. So, but I'm going to get on to my next point. My next point is that the content of recent is a little dry. The last few episodes, I believe, were the Atlantis stuff, the Teen Titan stuff. The Teen Titan stuff was kind of cool. The Atlantis stuff was kind of boring for me. Before that, they had the Amazon stuff and whatnot, and the Riddler vs. Joker. That was kind of cool, I guess. But I find the stories are just kind of a little dry. Like, I really liked the gang war between Joker and Riddler. I thought that was the coolest story of recent, because it really bring back everybody to their childhood, where everybody watched Batman or the cartoons and whatnot, and I really like that. But I find more of the recent stories are tending towards the movies, and I find people aren't always going to be a fan of that particular movie. So if you're not a fan of that particular movie, you're kind of crap out of luck for that whole episode. So not a big fan of that. What else do we got here? The side quests repeat a lot, I find. Not the main duty quests, but the open world quests. They tend to repeat them a lot, which we already repeat our duty missions like every day if we plan to be as strong as we can be. So to repeat the same open world missions for every episode after episode after episode, there's been, it's just, I just want something new to do, you know what I'm saying? It would be nice. And Okay, the story's a little confusing. It seems to go all over the place per episode, and then I kind of forget what happened in the last bit of the story, like the Amazon Fury stuff. It took so long, interments, to get that story on the go that it's like, I'm kind of bored of the story now. But that may be personal opinion, but yeah. So I'll go on to the next, my next thing is the community. The community in this game is, I hate to say it, but it may be one of the most toxic communities I've ever been a part of, which really saddens me to say, because I really enjoyed this game. But the community for this game, it may have gotten better since Fortnite and Apex came out. That may have taken a bunch of the little kids away from the game, which may have made it a little bit better. But when I was playing a couple months ago, it was, the community was, here's the community in a nutshell. You're good and you treat the bad players like crap, or you're bad and nobody pays attention to you. There's no medium ground, which is kind of frustrating. There's a simple fix to this, I find. They can implement player mods. RuneScape has done this. It's just a player with a little silver crown beside their name. You can give this away for free, and I'm sure players would happily do it, and they could clean up a lot of the bots, a lot of the people who are just spamming profanity. It would just be a good move, I find, if you just pick a select few and just let them moderate. But that's something I haven't seen them do or haven't seen them have interest in, so it kind of sucks. It's bringing their community down quite a bit. That brings me on to my next point is, I, as LadyPolar, was the best ice DPS of 2018. I know people may not agree with me, but I've proven it over and over and over again. Nobody in 2018 had beaten me. There was two people who came very close, Birthday Cake, LOL, and Barrett Wallace. Those were the two people who even came close. And I believe Birthday Cake, LOL, isn't even ice anymore, because ice is struggling. it's mid-tier at best. It's I think I've said in a comment of another video, the best ice tip I can give you is change to munitions. It has better range, has better damage, and it's funner. I just started with ice 5 years ago, so I stuck with it. Okay. So that's the main reasons. I just, on ending notes, I want to say that until some of these things get changed or fixed, it really leaves a bad taste in my mouth coming back to this game. I really did enjoy this game. I played it every day, maybe a year or two ago. I loved it. I had a top 100 league. That didn't go as well as I wanted it to, but I still enjoyed the game after the league ended. And I have multiple alts that I all play. They're all in the 120s plus. But yeah, there's just too many things going on. That pay to win is the big thing, and I just can't really get over it at the moment. But I hope things get better. I will come back to the game if they do get better. But for now, I wish you all great experience with whatever game you're playing right now. I've been playing Resident Evil 2 Remake. It is a masterpiece. I definitely suggest playing it. But yeah, I hope you all have a great day, and from LadyPolar, see you around. See ya!